Hey folks, Ben and Rob here, you there, and this is a Sunday night hanging, well, right here on a Sunday.
That's what we do.
Please subscribe if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning, and, some people say stuck in a rut. No! Continuing the journey, of our greater Nashvilleian area guests. Last week we had RJ Ronquillo, and tonight we have Rob from Tesi Switch.
That's right.
Just saying. Yeah. Both guys like pedals.
It's true.
Just saying.
I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people witnessing this show tonight that like pedals.
Yep. That is true. That's true.
My thought.
We've got some people rolling in. Oh, we got 31 right now, but rolling in by 33. See, now I'm going to go up. See, first in the chat today, we had Terry's 3Gs, moderator to the stars, at 12:47 p.m. Ooh. Then we got Earl in here. We got Mark Taft, McCall of Music, Ryan Holler, Music and Law, Charles 75N, Dastardly Dave, JP Page 2, a resident amp expert, Ferd Burfel. I hope you're feeling better, Ferd. Back was acting up. Arf is here. Jean Liette is here. He says, Tesi Switch rocks. Bought all the replacement knobs for my Helix floor from them. Great quality products. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Not going to lie.
I work very hard to make sure that I hear comments just like that.
Right. So William of Bologna is here. Great to see you. Who else do we have here? I'll talk to you. Unfucking believable. Great to see you. My lovely sister Amanda is here. Oh, hey. Just like walking by. Oh, just happen to look over. Oh, there you are. Oh, how aloof an entrance can you get? Fine. We're talking to each other. There's Dave Chase is here. Great to see Dave. Searching for Tone. Great to see Brian. Dark Rob himself. BC Rich 581. Hip Metal Works. Who else we got? Edward R. Nugent Jr., or as I call him, Brother Ed. Great to see you hanging out chatting with Chuck earlier. That was fun. My sister says, and new stickers, because I love them. All right, easy. I think she's stolen all mine at this point. All I get is the window decals. In case one goes, then I can replace it immediately. So
that's that's the only real right way to do it, isn't it?
Right. And handles all 4 seasons, folks. Just saying.
I put one on the back of my car, and it was about 3 or 4 years of, the seasons before I finally had to replace it.
Did you have it ghosted in after that?
No. I mean, I scraped it off. I just put a new one on there.
Yeah. Guitar Man 45 is here. Eddie Faye. Great to see you guys. Corey's Garden. Time Surfing Alien. My sister says, Rob, you look smaller. Have you been running?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a little while, but I did 2 things. I stopped eating garbage and I started running.
Ooh.
So
I have slowed down on the garbage and don't run yet. Maybe one day.
I would probably be running more, but I don't love cold, and it's been that here.
It has. Yeah, you haven't been much warmer than us here.
No, it's I don't know, but it's cold.
What's up, Dan Gorman? Michael Krause. Paul McNary is here. Rock Daddy. D-Mac. Papa Blue. Wow, everybody's tuning in tonight. Mark's here. Spurgeon. Yep. Dan Gorman again. There's my sister. Max Josephson's here. Matt Stewart's here. That's the M's. Perfect. Saying hey to each other. Bo's immediately. What new stickers?
Oh, I guess I'll have to show off some of the stickers that I've got.
The voice of Cornhole is here. Who else we got? Zach Thong in the house. Well, there we go. We got a question here. Why not? Do you make a volume pot with a short stem? Use case beer bottle cap as a volume knob because it sits lower to the body instead of high like a top. So like a short shaft.
I guess it would have to depend on how short you need it. So the ones that I have are fairly standard. I would say no, but I mean,
the way you get around that, you can put a bunch of washers on the underside and just pull it
out. Well, except for then what you end up with is not being able to.
Oh yeah, right.
So yeah, you could do that, but there's only so many washers you can put underneath. I would say what I would do if I need to do that, I'd just take my grinder to it.
Yeah, that'll work. Ledge himself, Simon Hosford. Great to see you, Hoss. Always happy to see you, Hoss.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year to each and every one of you as well. Yes. Eston Ray's here. Noise Bloom's here. 53 folks so far. They're all saying hey to each other. Stephen Monk Michelli made it to a live one. Awesome. And fellas caught up. Look at that, Charles. Didn't take me 20 minutes. Just saying. He's like, I didn't see that bus coming. Oh, there's Cousin Doug. The third most favorite Coombs on YouTube.
And you're the second one? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, sadly, yes. First one doesn't even have a fucking channel, but she's the most popular.
Well,
nope, no sibling bitterness at all.
Yeah, none at all. I can tell. I can feel the love.
Right. Eddie faces. That's what I did with a Dremel cutting wheel. It ain't perfect.
I would not use a Dremel. I would just use like one of those like shop grinders. Because you can use the side of it, like as it's spinning this way, you can kind of go in that way.
Right.
And hold it in a way where it'll be better than what you'd get out of a Dremel.
Hey, we got a first-time caller from Scotland, Steve Cassidy, guitar. What? Great to see you, Steve.
All the way from Scotland.
Yeah, okay, Arf. Fine. Fine. So, yes, we got some special stuff happening tonight, folks, as well as answering all your questions. Earl was asking if Buckethead uses a Tesi Switch. Well, see, he should. He should.
How do I put this in a way that the arcade switches that are in that guitar are made in the same factory as the arcade switches that I sell?
There you go.
I will say that because when I started doing this, I wanted to make sure I had the best. I mean, the arcade switches are popular.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure that I had the best feeling, the most durable, and I did test a bunch of different ones out. And what I found was that the ones that I have I've never had a single problem with them. I've never had to replace one because it broke. So we're talking about 7-8 years into it at this point.
Mm-hmm. I just celebrated my 7th anniversary. Apparently, yesterday was the first time I went live. It was 7 years ago yesterday.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, came up in my face space memories today. Look at that! Did this last night.
7 years ago today.
7 years ago yesterday.
Yesterday. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
One of these days, I'm planning on doing it right, but I'm not.
Which means that the first time I was on your show, it was all really new.
Oh yeah,
for both of us.
It was about 6.5 years ago, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
And Joe was asking, what is a Tesi Switch? Well, I'm just going to grab a guitar. It has one as an example. As a Tesi Switch artist, I feel contractually obligated to have one within reach at all times. But if you look at this telly plate, there's an extra little something there. And legend has it, there's two styles, latching and non-latching. I have the non, which means as soon as I press this down, it disables on my signal coming out. Therefore, eliminated. And then as soon as I release, it's back to full effect. Now, if it latches, it would kind of click on like your effects pedal latches.
Right.
And then you'd have to press it again to delatchify.
Correct. So latching and momentary, and you've got the momentary. However, there's a third style, less common style that that you failed to mention, and that is the one that is both latching and momentary.
Ooh.
So this is a switch to where
I've been aware of said, chicanery and technology.
You press this switch,
right,
and it's got enough resistance where when you press it, it'll kick back at you. But if you just put it down a little further, it latches into place. And they have an LED ring, and when you press it, the LED changes its color from either red or blue or red or green or whatever. Those are the two choices.
What's up, Aaron? Brother Aaron in the chat. And we got 60 Cycle Steve in the chat. Great to see Steve in here as always.
So Ben has the 10 millimeter metal kill switch in his guitar. This here is what I'm talking about with the arcade buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, this one's red, but I have 25 different
looks
colors.
Like your favorite sex toy distribute. Rob has a variety of shapes and diameters to fit all your needs.
Unfortunately, so the nice thing about if we're going down that path, Ben, the nice thing about the switch that you have is it'll fit into any pothole. Some of these you need a bigger hole.
Well, this is true. Yeah.
So in which case I also sell the dang drill bits to make the bigger holes.
Dan Anderson in the house. Dan Anderson in the house.
Oh, Dan Anderson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with all this. Can I just make the quick announcement and then people who are around when we do it? Okay. So I don't just do kill switches. A lot of you guys
twice. I'm not sure why that did, but okay. Thanks again, Hawk.
Hey, there you go. So I do pedals. I do a bunch of other accessories. A lot of you guys know that. One of the things that I happen to have right now on my website are a bunch of wireless systems from Joyo. If you're familiar, Joyo they make fantastic circuits. They make kind of every kind of pedal, all kinds of different accessories, amplifiers, and then wireless systems.
And Ghost builds for a lot of other companies too.
Yes, they also. Yes.
I can say that. You can't. I can't.
There's no reason I couldn't.
Right.
But yes, they are. They'd be considered what you call a contract manufacturer, right? And so what I don't know is who all the stuff is that they build for. But if you're looking, if you're a company like Guitar Center and you want to have a $30 overdrive that sounds like a tube screamer, you call Joyo and you have them build it. And they give you an incredible cost, and you got to order so many.
I'm just going to answer this one for you on behalf of Paul Stompbox Steels. He said, "You ever thought of putting a Tesi in a pedal? How many guys want the effect but do not want it in a guitar?" Yeah, your tuner pedal does that.
Your tuner pedal doesn't do a momentary version, but there are pedals out there that do that, and there's one called a telegraph pedal. It actually looks like an old timey, ancient telegraph. And then it's got the lever on there, and you can do it with your foot. It does exactly the same. There was a company called Saturn, maybe Pedal Works, something like that. I mean, it's another small company that that's basically like one dude who, I don't know if that's the case anymore. Maybe they've grown, or maybe they're not even around anymore because I haven't seen one of their pedals. But they were putting my arcade buttons in pedals for a while.
Wow, we got a bunch of questions here, but answer Michael Krause. What kind of battery? None. It just goes across. I put it right across my output jack.
Unless you have one with the LED, then it does require a battery.
Well, yeah.
But they are completely. It's a completely passive circuit, so the battery only is used for the LED, and if the battery dies for some reason, the LED doesn't work anymore, but the kill switch will still work.
Right. And we had someone ask, can you use it for a coil tap on a pickup? Sure.
The latching ones, yes, you can. Yes.
Exactly. So then you have it kind of as an either or.
Yeah, there's a guy in England called Alpher, Alpher Instruments. That guy makes the most incredible looking basses that I've ever seen. And he uses 2 or 3 or 4 of my latching kill switches as pickup selectors. Basically, it's a pickup on-off.
Got Ronnie in here. We got Wayne in here. All kinds of folks coming in. Yeah, so basically, Joe, it's just a momentary mute for me. Is every time I
and that's the most common use for it. Like 99.726%. I actually calculated that's a real number. So there you go.
Yeah, they're quite handy. I like using it as an effect the same way you would use your wiggle stick or I don't know, something else.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what? And there are guys out there that have the most incredible like percussive kill switch technique, and they do all kinds of crazy stuff with it, and God bless them. I'm glad they're out there. I don't have the skill for that. I just go at the end of a song, you know.
I like doing a big bend. And,
oh yeah, yeah. It's very, very like Eddie Van Halen, like Randy Rhoads type thing. Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Silva? Good to see you. I initially, was to annoy bandmates because when they start talking, just at them, and they would shut them up real fast. Of course, you had to watch.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
Yeah. Why I'm one of the reasons I'm not in a band anymore.
Well, sorry if I caused that.
No, the bass player caused that.
You can't blame the tool, I guess.
Nope. You can blame the operator though. Anywho, yes. Right. So
anyway,
a special coupon code tonight on the Joyo wireless.
That's right. So if you go to tesiswitch.com and you go to the wireless category, and let me just look at it really quick, and I'll tell you, there's a few different types of guitar wireless systems. There are also like microphone wireless. There's a couple of in-ear things up there, I believe, as well. There's a lot of stuff. So if you go to my website, tesiswitch.com, click on the word shop up at the top there, and then you scroll down to the bottom where it says wireless systems on the left-hand side. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 different items up there right now. They're already a really good deal. I'll just tell you right now, they're already like less than what I sell.
Coupon code, Terry. We have a special one just for tonight.
Yeah, that's right. So, and just for the wireless system. So if there's other things that you want from my website, definitely use the Canucks coupon code. But yes, if you are interested in a wireless system, there's a 20% off coupon that just goes Sunday show, all one word. And you can get 20% off my already ridiculous prices on these wireless systems.
Yep.
So I'll just, and then the other thing is, you guys that are going to be hanging around, I'm going to give one of these away. Have you seen these, Ben?
Not too up and close, but I know of them. Yes. Okay.
So this is a 5.8 gigahertz wireless guitar system. For those of you who can't read, although I'm sure if you're looking at this, you probably have at least the basic skills required to get what I've just said. So what we have here is these are, like the little Guitar Bug wireless systems.
Right.
One of them goes in the guitar. One of them goes in your pedal board or amp.
Okay.
This part of it is a charging station.
Right.
So on one side, you can see, or maybe you can't. This is your input. It comes with the cable, the USB to USB-C cable.
Nice.
But on this side, there's another USB-C, so you'd have to provide your own USB-C
What's up, man?
to USB-C cable. You can charge your phone with it, whatever. But on a full charge, these things will last like 6 hours.
Oh, beautiful.
I mean, right? And when you're done, you pop them back in there, and now they're charging.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And let you know, folks, yeah, some of y'all, you got those blue spanners. Guess what? Mods are eligible for the giveaway tonight too, folks.
Yeah, so we'll do a giveaway on this tonight. I'm keeping track. I'm trying to keep track of who's in the chat here.
People.
Yeah,
so if you're lurking, I'd say at least say hi in the chat, because
at least say hi
in the draw.
Yeah, so I've got
No, you're eligible, Chris. So yeah,
I got 50 people on my list right now. If you hear me typing, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm typing a name of someone that I see in the chat.
Hobo Roadie that just showed.
Like Hobo Roadie, which I'm typing at this very second. So I sell on Reverb. I sell these for 50. These are like $80 new. I sell them on Reverb for $50.
What's up, Paul? Yeah, everyone's coming out of the woodwork now.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to just look at this here real quick, make some typings happen, and then we'll select somebody at random afterwards.
Yeah, we got Paul Morgan.
Paul Morgan.
CMBR.
VT Music.
Yeah. VT Music is here. Nice.
Oh, I got that. Let's see. Mark, I got you on there. Yeah, I think I've at least everyone who's waving and saying stuff.
Good.
Yeah, Martian. It's Martian Murray, not Martin Murray.
Yeah. Or both. He'll answer to either if he wins. William De Silva asks, I need a set of all black replacement Marshall knobs. Does Rob sell them?
Yeah, I do. I have Marshall knobs that are black, silver, or gold. I have to check and see if I have stock in the black ones. I don't know if I have them. I think I do. Yeah.
Nice. Man, by the way, how's the care package? Quite nice. Been partaking ever since.
I wonder what that could possibly mean.
He had to borrow a bunch of guitar cases because he's getting his flooring redone in his basement. So in lieu of the last time he borrowed my guitar cases for a year, yeah, he dropped off something that he may have grown in his garden.
Mm. Tomatoes, lovely.
Yeah. Well, it started with a T, so and then an H and then
tomatoes. All right, William, hang on 1 second. Let me just see if I can find these knobs on my website.
Yeah, rhubarb, sure. Rob, we'll go with that. Rhubarb, yes. 63 folks watching. Make sure to hit that like. And yeah, check out the website, folks. Like, there's all kinds of cool stuff. It's more than just switches, is what I'm saying.
I mean that's a huge part of what we do, obviously, but yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on.
Exactly, Monk. Tomato herb chowder.
Okay, here comes the link. Can I post a link in there?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like I can. There we go.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you're a moderator, so
yeah, I am.
For that exact reason. Yes.
Yeah, probably. Old style Ampeg knobs. I guess I don't know what those look like.
What do they look like, Mike? Good to see you, Brian. You made it to your mom's place. And thank you, Chris, for putting the coupon in there.
Hey, let me just answer William. He says he needs 30 of those knobs. Hit me up. Send me an email at tesiswitch@gmail.com. And if you're getting 30 of them, I know I don't have 30, but I could wrangle them fairly quickly. And if you're getting 30 of them, we'll work out a package price on that for you.
There you go. And I assume use the same email for the winner tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So once we've selected who's going to win this awesome wireless system here at the end of the show, then we'll, just hit me up through the email, tesiswitch@gmail.com. Don't forget it. And we'll ship it out.
Hook you up, glass man. He's a glass maker thinger. He blows glass.
Who blows glass?
William De Silva.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has a lot of burns from it.
Probably, yes.
Now I have to look up and see what. Joe, are you talking about like an old SVT, like a 70s SVT?
Yeah. What era?
Because they've changed it over the years. And then Ryan's asking about the titanium neck screws. My supplier is no longer doing the neck screws, so I haven't had the neck screws in some time.
What's up, bud? You got Richard in the chat. It's been a minute. It's great to see you. Made it out. It says, do your kill switches not make a click sound? The momentary ones don't.
Well, it depends. It depends on a couple of things. First of all, it depends on what do you mean by a click sound. Do you mean do the mechanics of it? So here's one. I don't know where my microphone is. Oh, this is a latching switch. Here we go. Can you hear this?
Yes.
So this has a pretty strong spring in it. It's still a light touch switch, but because of the mechanics of it, it's a loud sounding switch. However, this is, for example, this is the one that they put in all the EVH guitars.
Right. This
is the one that Jackson uses in, like all the custom stuff that they do with kill switches that has this type of switch. So,
what's up, Stephen Douglas?
You'll also see this switch in the new Jack White guitar that just came out. So yes, it does have a sound to it. However, coming through an amplifier, the clicking that you actually hear should be at a minimum. And then Dastardly Dave is asking, is before the output jack the best place to wire it? So the way you would wire up, if you can see here, this every switch basically without an LED is 2 wires. I always try to connect it right to the output jack. One goes to ground, one goes to hot. It doesn't matter which one is which, because when you press the switch, all it's doing is killing the signal. It's just grounding the hot signal, making it dead silent.
Well, I would say, Richard, the click actually comes through the amp. I find sometimes I'll get a slight pop, but usually.
Well, all right. So with that in mind, Richard, so there's still a couple of things to think about on that. Is it this click, or is there a slight pop? If there's a slight pop, I don't know that there's anything you can do about it aside from turn the gain up. Think about think about your guitar as a waveform, right? Think about the note as a waveform. So on a lower note, the wave is really long.
Me too, BC.
When you kill it, depending on where it's at, and the waveform goes like this, right? So if it's at the peak and you kill it, it's going to make a louder sound than if you kill it when it's at the valley. Unfortunately, because it's still moving fairly quickly, and it's still invisible to the eye and the ear. How do we know that we're hitting it? But higher notes that move faster, they're not going to click as much. But then as soon as you even things out with gain, distortion, compression, it should go away. So if you're using, if you're using fuzz, if you're using overdrive, distortion, the more you use, the less of a click you're going to hear, until you just don't hear any. Yeah, high output pickups tend to kind of accentuate it. And if you have a microphonic pickup, then this sound comes through the guitar. It's not necessarily the popping of the kill switch function. It's the actual mechanical parts in here making the click that are getting picked up by your microphonic pickups. And so that can happen too.
Yeah.
So hopefully that clears up some of the questions. Yeah.
Yeah. We got a big old crowd in here. Hit that like, folks. Helps fella out. Just saying.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you enjoy like my tone on Monday nights, he's largely responsible for quite a bit that's on the pedal board. I'm just saying. So.
Yeah, you want to talk about some more pedals?
Sure.
Okay.
Who wants to talk pedals, folks? Right.
Sorry, I'm just kind of going back through this chat, make sure I'm not missing any names.
No, it doesn't work as well on acoustics. Sir William of Bologna III.
I'm always going to support somebody just going ahead and buying one to put on an acoustic. Buy one for every single one of your acoustics.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Pedals. He mentioned pedals.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and then we'll start with I don't know. All right, let's do this. Let's start with the Keeley stuff.
I do love to talk pedals, Ed. And I like talking Keeley stuff too.
So I have a great relationship with Keeley. Those guys are
like Robs. You're two of the Robs I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's to take off all the stuff. These are the Daves I know, except with Robs.
Except for with Robs. So I've been working with them on custom designs. If y'all have seen like my Instagram or I've shown it on this show before, but I have this EVH guitar that I did this really awesome floral pattern on. And I was like, hey, what if I did that on a pedal? And they were like, yeah, we can. Why do you want to? And I said, because I'm a guitar player, have a little bit of an ego.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have Charles75N in the chat here. His pastime is fabric wrapping guitars.
So I had him do this.
Look at
this. This is not a pedal that dealers really carry a lot of. I get some of them just once in a while, the realizer, but then I said I want to go ahead and I want to have a realizer because when I get them, I sell them.
Right.
But I want to do a custom thing, and so there's a minimum order, obviously, so I got to get a bunch of these every time I do it. But
sure.
This is my second batch of these realizer pedals. It's a fantastic reverb that has it has a soft focus reverb, it has a reverse reverb, and it has a hall reverb, and then obviously you can control your blend, your warmth, your decay, and your depth. And then this part turns it on and off.
And just remember that cheapest place on the internet to get Keeley pedals is his website. Use the coupon code.
Use the coupon code.
I'm not saying it's the hack to get around map, but even Robert Keeley's aware of it because I'm not saying there was a pedal that sold out awfully fast. Basically, everyone's freaking out like a bunch of Nancy's in the Keeley group. And I said, easy, folks. I happen to know if you go to this place and use this coupon code, a fellow might have 3 of them in stock left, and they were gone like them.
Which pedal was this?
I believe it was the AT Mod.
Oh, yeah, I think I still have one, actually. No, I'm out of the AT Mod. You know what I have one left of? I think is the Muse driver, which they still make, but they had to change the name to the Mark whatever.
Right.
So after I did that one, I thought, well, what if I did another pedal, a different pedal with some custom graphics? That is another one where I can only get like onesie twosies, really. So I went back to them and I said, hey, what if we did a phaser? And you bought one of these in green, for me, right?
Yeah. And I love the green sparkle, but I love that more. I'm just saying.
So this is a special. Basically what I did is I sent them some examples of some AI stuff that I had done up, and I said, let's kind of try to make it look like that. And what they said.
You hear my phaser every Monday, folks. That's the phaser I use every Monday. And if you get that one, I'll even give my phaser settings, folks. My super secret sauce phaser settings.
So this one has 2, 4, and 6 stage phase, which is basically going to be kind of everything that you'd ever want out of a phaser. It'll have that vintage feel to it as well.
Whatever all the way down is what mine's set on.
2.
Sure.
Which, and that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's going to be more like the old phase 90, the old phase 90.
No, 2-stage would be a phase 45.
Oh, did I not say 45?
Yeah, say that. Michael Torin, hope you're doing well, my friend. I've been thinking of you this week with what's going on in the greater LA area, not knowing exactly where you live in the greater LA area. So I hope you're safe and well, my friend.
Yeah, that's a tragic situation going on there.
Which reminds me, I got to reach out to Michael about we're due to do another hang.
So we've got the phaser. I got that one. There's one other one. Where'd it go? Oh, there's one other one that I have. And this is a limited piece, custom shop piece. This isn't just for me. They do have them. You can buy them on the Keeley website. The Zoma, and this is a stereo reverb and tremolo pedal. But what I want to do is show it to you because, so you know how Keeley's kind of been moving off into like that new type of box with the Octosi and with the echoes and, like some of the different things that they're doing.
Yeah, making all my pedal board obsolete overnight. Thanks, Rob. We appreciate that.
So this pedal comes in this big
tone sock or tone pouch.
So this kind of has that same, that trapezoidal.
Reminds me of Ranger Effects or Granger Effects out of the UK.
I don't know about those guys.
They have weird shaped enclosures.
But this is great. This has the tremolo, the reverb.
Stereo in, stereo out, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Now I might need it. God damn it! Why this is why I can only have you on once or twice a year, Rob. You're killing me.
We'll set you up with payment plans.
Yeah. And what kind of a reverb is it? Like a spring reverb?
Okay. So let me pull out the manual. Ooh.
Yeah. Because as much as I love the Keeley Hydra, I am saying the tremolo circuit on that pedal is a little disappointing. So.
Okay. Here's the manual. It's just a card. So our controls are, and as you can see here, just like with most Keeley pedals, your type of reverb is selectable by this little toggle switch in the middle. Right. So our first one is SS, spring reverb and sine tremolo.
Okay.
PH, which is plate reverb and harmonic tremolo. And then PV, which is plate reverb and vibrato. So middle and down on the reverb side are going to be the same plate.
So I would want, the plate reverb and the harmonic trem. Damn it!
Yeah.
All right.
And look, if y'all have experience with the harmonic tremolo, it's so swirly and beautiful. When you have it in stereo, forget about it. Just go home.
Yeah, and that it's going to sit all weird on my pedal board because it's going to have to go around because it's top load instead of side load.
Yeah.
My current one, because it's got to come out of the halo into that.
Oh, by the way, if you notice on the reverb switch here, in white printing, I wish this would focus better. Right. It says reverb, but then it says alt next to it.
Ooh.
Who wants to hear what that does? Okay, then I'll tell you, Ben.
Well, yeah, it's easier to work with, John, as long as the pedal next to it's also top load.
So you press and hold the reverb / alt switch while adjusting the level control to adjust the amount of decay. Oh, it tells you up here. So level, there's the level, and then below that is decay. So as you're holding the alt switch, you turn this and it changes the decay of the reverb. Over here, it changes the tone, so you can get more brightness, more depth out of it. You can change the order of the effects with that switch. And you can turn the trails on or off by pressing and holding the reverb foot switch while applying power to it.
Wow.
So,
and thanks, folks. Use coupon code, save 15% off yours.
Yeah, that's right. And these are on my website now. I actually have had these in stock for like a month maybe, and I haven't even.
Yeah, I kind of glossed over that one because I was just like, no, I'm good. I don't need. And then
But as it turned out, Ben was not good. Ben needs a new reverb, harmonic, tremolo pedal. All right. So
Eddie asks, does your website have sound samples for these pedals to hear how it affects a clean guitar signal?
No, I don't have any sound samples. However,
in fact, every time Robert Keeley releases a pedal, he has about 14 billion people.
He goes
13,900,000,000 because I don't get one from Robert. I'm not on his radar for that.
But you can find this stuff all over on YouTube.
It's been a minute since I've done pedal demos. It's been a couple years, so I got into guitar demos because they're way easier than a pedal demo to do.
Yeah, because you just plug it in and go.
Exactly.
You get 3 pickup positions, 3 to 5 pickup positions.
Yeah. Exactly. Except for the new Ibanez demo I have coming out this week. It's got what do they call it? A mid-9 switch. So it gives 9 alternate voicings in the HSS pickup.
What does it have, like a toggle switch that changes it, or?
Yeah, it's a mini toggle. So every pickup selector, there's a 2 voicings basically for each position on the pickup selector.
Okay.
Depending on which way the mini. And when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's an HSS with a mini toggle. I'm like, clearly the mini toggle's coil split for the humbucker. No, the humbucker's the one pickup that's not affected by it.
Well, Ibanez has always tried to do, and I don't know if
Dynamix 9. Thank you, Steve. That's it.
Is that what the Dynamix? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Dynamix 9. Stephen Douglas says he didn't know he needed a kill switch until he got one. That I hear a lot. I hear a lot of people. And then what happens is someone will reach out to me. I don't know if I should get a kill switch, and I don't know why they're asking me because I'm always going to tell them to buy a kill switch. And then they get one, and then they put it in their guitar, and then a week later are ordering 3 or 4 other kill switches because they just need to outfit all their instruments.
Okay, so Steve is saying it. I'm assuming he's talking about the Zoma there being a downscaled Hydra conceptually.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Fewer knobs, sure.
Yeah.
I really like the Hydra, but and Joe McGraw was asking, do I get to keep the guitars I demo or get a good discount? On used stuff, I can get a discount, or because they're negotiable on used stuff. But new gear, they can't discount because of MAP, unless they have a coupon code. But they don't, so they don't. And no, I don't definitely get to keep them. Otherwise, I'd be inundated because I do 2 guitar demos a week every week. So that would be 100 guitars since June to June. So no, I wish, but no. But they allow me use of all their gear for free. So that's the nice thing.
Where do you do it at?
The local Long and McQuaid.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which is literally, it's 4 kilometers on the nose from driveway to their parking lot, so 2.5 miles, basically.
4 kilometers.
Yeah. And it works out well. And for a town this size, they're able to sell at least 2 guitars a week because I'm able to shoot 2 demos a week minimum. So, and there's guitars that go through there I don't even get a chance to play, and they're gone before I even get a chance to. Like they had a couple Lukather guitars in there. I never got.
Oh, the Music Man ones.
Yeah, they had a Sterling and then the full blown one with all the
the newest version of it.
Yeah, like the 2 output jack. No, I don't know how new it was because they're both trade-ins.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know who the hell is trading in this. There's some sweet ass shit getting traded in there. I'm just saying.
You know what it is? It's guys that they just want to have the new thing.
Yeah.
So they buy the new thing, and then they're.
Oh, I wasn't going to buy it, Ronnie. I just wanted to play it. I have no desire to.
You know, their philosophy or the rule in their house or whatever is like you got to get rid of one thing before you buy another one.
Mm-hmm. That's how I got my latest guitar, I'm guessing, which ironically was a guitar I demoed at another store 4 years ago, and then a guy traded it in last fall on something at Long McQuaid, and then they had it out as a Black Friday sale item, to which I heavily negotiated the price on that one.
Sorry, I was typing in.
Christopher Villa says, "I'm keeping my Lukes." Yeah. Good to see Boner Jams in here.
Yeah, saw him poking around.
Ne'er do well.
Yep. Okay, so how many guys in the watching this thing right now use a quad Cortex? How many quad Cortex users do we have out there?
I know one. Not me, but I know one.
I'm waiting for people to go, oh, I do. Me. Okay, McCollum Music.
Yeah, that was the one. It's like we got 76 people watching.
How about? Oh, wait. Let me amend that question. How many of y'all are using Quad Cortex or a Helix Stomp?
Now that I have sitting over there and not using. Exactly. Gear Junkie. Look at that. Member milestone message there. Member 41 months. How many guitars is enough? Just one fucking more.
Just one more. Okay, the Helix Stomp, Stomp XL, and the Quad Cortex. These all have an expression control plug in the back of them.
Do they?
So,
oh, look at that. That's what it does.
Yeah. Yes, and now on the Stomp, it's a foot switch 4 and 5. It's expression 1 and 2, but
right.
Foot switch 4 and 5. So if you have like an external foot switch or something that you want to connect to that, you can actually use one cable. There's a way that you can do it. Now,
oh, look at that. It's got one of the knobs on it and everything.
I know. Look at that. Perfect. So one of the things that I've started doing, and I became last year I became a Dunlop and MXR dealer.
Oh shit! I did not know that. God, all right, yeah, all right. So there's something else you got to put aside for me.
Oh man, yeah. No, I mean, look.
Yeah, the X100. I hope you ordered some of those in because that.
Oh yes, I did. I ordered.
Good.
I probably should order more than I did, but yes, I did.
All right, folks. Virtual tip jar. Ben's ordering 2 pedals.
Okay, let's not get too sidetracked because I'm about to show you something that's going to turn your Stomp XL or Quad Cortex up to 11. This goes on to a whole new level. So I personally, for years and years, I was using the Helix floor, right? And I love it because I don't want to say that it's compact because it actually is quite a big pedal, but I love that it has the expression pedal built into it. And a toe switch in there so you can switch between the volume and the wah, because that's kind of the one thing that we all need is that, right? So I had a local Broadway player come to my shop one day and say, hey, is there a way that you can add a toe switch into this volume pedal? And I said, I don't know. And then I did it. And then I took all the guts out of it and I wired it up. So now what we have this is for the Quad Cortex. So you have one of these jacks which controls the toe switch and the other one which controls the expression.
Ah.
Now on the Stomp, the cool thing about the Stomp is that it only requires one cable to go out into your Stomp,
right,
to do both things.
Ah.
Right?
Okay.
So I've started using this with my rig. I use the Quad Cortex. I've shipped these around the world with the modification. It's super easy to revert, and these are the original guts that I take out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with the pedal when you get it. If you know a little bit about soldering, it's not that hard to do it yourself. If you want to just buy the parts kit and you've got a 1/2-inch drill bit that you can make a hole in there, and you've got So these pedals that I sell, Steve Cassidy guitar.
Yeah, I saw that. And by the way, thank you, James Moses. And we'll get to your question next.
Yes, James, we'll get to you in just a moment. So these pedals are brand new. I buy them brand new from Dunlop. I do the modification and then I ship them out. You can find these at tesiswitch.com. The price of the pedals new is $135, $130. I can't remember, but like $130-ish, right around there. And then I'm charging for the parts and the labor to put the modification in there. For the Quad Cortex, I want to say is $195. And I don't love discounting these because I do put a lot of work into them, but obviously the Canucks code would work on something like this.
Do you ship to Scotland?
I do. I ship all over the world.
Yep. International, global, in fact. And then, James was asking, so Tesi now sells titanium Floyd parts. Can you guys sell the thing that pushes up the fine tuners in titanium individually?
Are you talking about, James, are you talking about the there's like a plate that has basically like almost like, it's not a spring, but it's like a bent up piece of metal that does spring. If that's what you're talking about, even on titanium Floyd Rose bridges, that part is steel. Titanium does not have the flexibility.
Yeah, it is a spring, but it's not a coil spring, but
right. So there you go. With the volume pedal.
Matt has one in his cart now.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And he said yes.
Yeah. James, that's never going to be titanium. That's always going to be steel.
The tensile strength of the bend for the springiness would change dramatically.
Yep.
I don't think I can say that out loud, Boner, but thanks for the super chat. Woo. And yep, it's in the cart. That's the plan, sis. That's the plan.
I'm busy every day, but you know, I do love coming on your show, Ben, and you got the greatest crowd hanging out in your chat.
Cool crowd.
We have a lot of fun talking about this stuff.
Ooh, anodized aluminum fine tuners. Right, you can see that.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't really get into the Floyd parts that much. I've got a good supplier for some of the easy things like the blocks and the screws. However, if you haven't already, go check out fu-tone.com, and they've got like anodized every color of a Floyd part that you could possibly.
My good friend Adam Reaver.
Adam Reaver's a good dude. They carry some of the Tesi switches on their website.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't happen to have a decal handy, but I have one of his picks handy for that. Apparently, I don't have a Tesi pick handy.
But
I wore it out last year, right?
The XR 100, the X 100. I'm actually technically not allowed to talk about that at all.
No, but since they teased it, and then
I know, right? I mean, the first thing I do is get an email that says, "Don't talk about this. This is a super top secret." And then I start seeing like all the like guitar websites doing stories about it, like on my feed.
Yeah.
So
available once NAMM hits, folks. Basically.
Well, they're gonna show it off at NAMM. There will be a working unit there. I'm gonna play with it, and I mean,
yes, Greasy. We got one of those to sample too. Oh, look at that! There we go. Boom.
How do you go wrong with that stuff? You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get into.
Well, I know I definitely need the X100. That's. Does anyone know what the X100 is going to cost? I have a idea. I was thinking it's going to be around. Well, I used to have I was going to say 180 US. But
well, if only you knew somebody that could just look it up. Oh, geez.
If only, yeah.
That is painful. Oh.
But to quote my friend, unfucking believable, NDAs and all being what they are. No.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, hang on. Let me just look at my account here.
So once again, the virtual tip jar is open, folks, and I will be busking for pedals tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
All right. What I do know is that I've got 3 on order currently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to sell them until the launch day.
Right. Well, okay. You have 2 available for sale on launch day.
So I'm actually just putting 5 more.
Oh, Chad Boston. What's up, legend?
Hey, Chad Boston.
Nelson Rodriguez is here.
So yeah, when that comes out, without
so true, yes. And Rob is great at his customer service, folks.
Okay, it says launching January 23. Please do not publicly post listings for this product until January 23. So on January 23, I'm going to have this listing up on my website.
Man, that's the Thursday of the NAMM show.
Well, of course, yeah.
Right. First day of NAMM.
Right.
On a Thursday. Oh, so clearly NAMM's the 23rd through 25th or 26th this year.
Well, no, it's not going through Sunday. Saturdays, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday only.
Right.
They don't do Sunday anymore. Which is both. I kind of feel both ways about it. You know what I mean? I
don't think I ever made it to a Sunday. Anyway, so. Because the first year I was out there, I went to the Orange County Guitar Show that day instead.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
I've never been. Like, because I'm like, I wonder if I'll see one of these. And literally the first guy, like, vintage pedals. Like, guy literally had 6 Electro Harmonics LB1s, but the original ones that plugged directly in, they weren't even in pedal form yet. It was just a box with a jack coming out the side of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he had like 6 of them. I'm like, holy crap.
Well, it just shows what you can do if you get the laser focus on finding that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And Chad's asking if you're going to NAMM.
Yes, Chad, I will be there. Yeah, we should definitely connect.
Brian go with the technical. Well, technically, Ben makes the stream members only after it airs, so it no longer be public. So you wouldn't be posting public.
Well, I'm not posting anything anyway. All I'm doing is talking about news stories that I've seen on my feed over the last week.
That's right.
And I didn't bring it up. Y'all brought it up.
Yeah, and because, I opened up the face space the other day. I don't even know if I still have that photo. Oh, there it is. And it's like the total detailed, broken down. Here's what every knob feature, blah, blah, blah. It's like, so I saved on that in case it disappeared. And then I sent it to Unfucking Believable. And I said, shh. And he went, what? Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, look, those guys know how to make stuff sound the way it's supposed to sound. I can't think that it's going to sound anything other than freaking
they did
smoking or
could be. It's a I'm not gonna lie, Steve, it's a big fucking deal, like an official Rockman based pedal thing,
right? And it's got to be probably, let's see.
There we go. For those that are in the area, check out our good friend Chad. I don't know, folks. I'm just saying. I may have butted in line, but
I mean, they're using the Rockman name on it, right?
Yeah.
So
Tom's swimming in money now. Tom's probably not doing too bad because he's done stuff outside of music as well.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think? Well, I don't know. Like, look at some of because he's one of those big brain nerds that does a lot of things, right?
Yeah. So it's not like he had the nose candy addiction when the Rockstar money was coming in. So he probably actually invested his money, or
he was probably wise with his.
He's not buying Ferraris and Ferrari shaped pools. And
this is the kind of dumb stuff. Tom SCHOLZ net worth, which I don't ever believe what these say. However, celebritynetworth.com, please do not go to that website, but it says $100 million. But, think about Boston. Boston is still
thanks, Ed.
Relevant today, played on the radio today.
Oh, yeah. Just as much as they were played 10 years ago, just as much as they were played 20 years ago. Like,
yeah, no, it's constant. Constant.
Yep.
And Bailey Baloney, yes, I'm sure it has to be licensed. But they also worked in conjunction with the Schultz research and development engineer to turn the big headphone amp into a pedal.
Who doesn't, Dave? Right.
I actually need one fewer Ferrari-shaped pool. I have too many. It's a problem. So does that mean that, and just officially I've heard nothing, right? But does that mean that at some point they might be releasing a bunch of the other Rockman stuff in pedal form, like some of the rack stuff?
Right.
That, you know, because like the headphone amp was really good for what it was, but it's a headphone amp. You took your...
As Steve just said, MXR has been producing other Rockman products.
Oh, well, tells you what I know. Well, they were doing the headphone amp, right? I mean, I think they were doing the headphone amp.
BC, I want a Dodge Caravan shaped pool since I'm married with a daughter. Nice. Well played, Rob. Well played.
So yeah, they also have been selling the headphone amps, the Guitar Ace, the Metal Ace, and the Bass Ace. Those are not new things for them. But I'm saying, are they going to get into the some of the rack stuff, etc.?
Steve thinks they either hold the license or they own the name. It's quite possible.
Well, definitely licensed, but I don't know. I'll find out. And I'll report back.
Nice.
This is because it's this stupid business stuff that matters exactly zero to us as guitar players, because who cares who owns what? But it's something that I'm always interested in.
I'm always interested too. I'm not going to lie. Who owns what? Step 1. Is it owned by Fender or Gibson? No. Okay. If not, then who?
Dunlop.
Right? Ernie Ball, perhaps. They seem to be.
Yeah, they get those guys get around a little bit, don't they? Yeah. Eddie Faye's asking if we're in Tennessee. Yes, we're in Hermitage, Tennessee. If you're familiar, I'm right down the street from the police station.
Billy's asking, is the pedal stereo? That I don't know. I didn't notice.
Okay. It is not.
I'm fine with that.
Or is it? Well, it's only got one input and one output, but then it's also got another jack for control.
Right. Yeah, that's the
which is probably going to change from your distortion edge clean 1 and clean 2. And then it's got a chorus built into it. So what does the control do? You can use an offboard switch such as the MXR TRS split plus tap for foot control of the mode switch.
Right.
Oh, hey Ben. Remember how 1 second ago you were asking if it was in stereo?
Right. It's not.
Well, it doesn't have stereo. It doesn't have dual output and input jacks. But without giving up too much info here, it does mention the pedal stereo allows you to send the signal of your selected mode to LR channels. So probably what you have on the output jack is a stereo.
Right, stereo output.
Stereo output, which would make sense.
How am I going to get that into 2? I don't know. Hassle, but we'll figure it out.
What are you talking about? It's easy. You buy a stereo Y cable.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, now you do. Now
that's
you
why
know.
I have people like you in my life, Rob, to advise me on these things.
No, yeah. Oh, something's going haywire on my computer.
Are the controls on the pedal phlegm resistant?
Resistant,
not
they're not. No, they're not. So don't hawk a lug into it.
Either way, I totally need this pedal in my life. So
okay, I think like one of my directional keys on my computer started getting stuck.
I'll figure it out, Ed. Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it has stereo input.
No, that's okay because I just want it kind of for that EQ'd, focused dirt tone anyway. So I got enough choruses going on, and
well, you can think about Tom Schultz's tone. And there's always just a tiny, it's not in your face, it's not big swirly, but there's always just, and part of it is, probably he was doing a lot of guitar doubling.
Right.
But even then there was still just that little tiny.
Yeah, that, like I run mine at, like, I have a stereo chorus always on, but the rate is down to basically nothing. So
right.
It's very subtle, but it's there. When you turn it on, you're like, it's added something. Not sure what. Just a fullness more than anything else.
Right. Yep. And that's great. That's this is the perfect pedal for real guitar nerds to like get into, because like they could reissue just about anything and I wouldn't care.
Yep. But this I care.
But this one is, this one's a big deal.
Well, because the price of OG Rockman X100s went to the roof when RJ went and did his long deep dive on the Rockman and why they're so great. And then overnight they doubled in price. And he's like, why'd that happen? I'm like, because you're kind of popular, RJ. Oh, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. That's okay.
It is.
It's good stuff. Okay, so let's talk about one other thing. Terry, no, Dunlop doesn't. They're good guys. We have a good relationship. Okay, so let's talk about the king of tone pedal.
Yes.
So y'all know Analog Man. Boutique pedals built in, I don't know, Texas, wherever they're built. I don't even know.
He builds like 2 pedals a year or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know how. I mean, it's. Well, I don't know. I don't know how many. I never knew. But Ben, you might remember at one point I was like going on this hunt to buy as many of these King of Tone pedals as I could. Right?
Yes.
Because the value just kept going up, so I'd buy them and I'd hold on to them for like 2 months and sell them for like $300 or $400 more than I bought it for.
Right. Chad, no, I will not be going to NAMM myself.
So then I was in my course of buying used pedals, I ended up buying one of these King of Clone pedals made in China.
Right.
And I was digging into it and looking at the components, and the components all look exactly the same. The circuit board looks the same. The wiring job it's hand done. It's a fantastic pedal. So I ended up working out a deal with the guy who builds them in China. Right. I'd say nice guy. I don't know. He might be a total complete jerk. I don't know, but he's nice to me. So he makes what I'd call it like a 95 to 97% like tonal replica. Mm-hmm. And some of the things that he does with it, for example, with the Analog Man, you can order it with a high gain modification or normal gain modification, or no modification, basically. The King of Clone by 68 Pedals has a dip switch inside where you can just flick it to go between normal and high gain modifications on both sides. And then the other problem, though, all right, so when Analog Man customers were like, I love this pedal, but I want a single size pedal, they said, okay, then we'll make the Prince of Tone, which is basically a single channel, but it's all the same stuff. We'll make it overseas, or at least the circuit boards are loaded overseas, and they probably just do like final assembly here. But even then, like though, and by the way, let's go back to the King of Tone. Their waiting list is 5 years long, and at the last time I looked at it, they were saying, yeah, we'll get you on the waiting list, but we're probably never going to get to your pedal. So, so then Dunlop or MXR last 2 years ago,
I think it was 2 years ago,
the Duke of Tone, which is, you know, a mini pedal that is supposed to be the King of Tone, you know, single channel, and it has, you know, the different things that you can do on it, and it's a great pedal. So what did 68 Pedals do? This is the King of Clone Mini.
Ooh.
So what does that mean? Well, you can tell just by the size of the box. It's a single, roughly, single pedal size, right? So typical width of a small, you know, this is a common size for
Dare
a
I say an MXR pedal?
You've still got both controls out here. The dip switches that control whether it's overdrive, distortion, or clean boost are right here on the front. And then in the back, I'm not going to take the back off of this, but you still have the dip switches that'll take each channel from normal gain to high gain. I believe on my website you can find, I'm just going to look really quick because I did take photos of the guts here. So I think you can find photos of what the internals of this thing look like. Oh, I did. I'm so smart.
Nice.
So yeah, you can see how it all lays out. But I've been working with this builder to make sure that like the capacitors used are the ones that are going to sound the best with this circuit. I've been really pleased with the tone of these pedals. But this is a fully functional dual channel pedal, King of Clone, just smushed together, instead of trying to reduce the features or whatever to save.
That's the rabbit hole I haven't gone down as the King of Tone rabbit hole or clones thereof. But now, great. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Hey, I'm here to help. I don't buy into a lot of pedal hype, which one kind of would tend to not do when you have access to kind of, certainly not everything or even close to it, but I do get my hands on a lot of pedals and I like to compare them and play, and even the clones, like I compared the full size version. I compared the Prince of Tone and the Duke of Tone all to a King of Tone. I've even done it live on Instagram a couple of times. I don't buy into the hype. Like, for example, I know that everybody loves their Klon Centaurs. I do not think that is a very hard pedal to copy because everybody does a really good job.
And I actually like my modded version, even though Lawrence will tell you, oh, it's not a Klon, the Embers, because it's like that, but with an added bass control.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, it is a great sounding pedal. But if you spend $5,000 on an original real Klon Centaur, it doesn't sound $4,800 better than the Soraya Tone in the same case with the same electronic. It just doesn't. So, if you think that there's that, good for you. But I've done real comparisons with real clones and good clones. I kind of figured that's got to be the easiest circuit in the world to clone. Now the King of Tone, because of the way they're built, they're all there's a slight variance, and so they don't all sound the same. Analog Man does not always use the same capacitors in each one. I've seen so many different types of capacitors, and because I've had like 60 of these things over the years, and I look at the guts of every single one of them.
I know, Brian, and I don't know how much it's been refined since I have an OG one, so actually mine might even be a prototype. I'm not even sure on that. Actually, yeah, mine might be a prototype. Not that I'm bragging. It's just might be a lot of my gear that I get from Lawrence isn't production stuff. So
that's what happens when you're bros.
Yeah. What do you think of this? I don't know. You have to send it to me to try it out.
Better send it. So the other thing that I do with 68 pedals.
What's up, Dan? Like, it's right late, but I'm high if that counts.
I mean, how? Yes, it counts.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're getting some good info here, Joe.
So the other thing that I do with 68 pedals is I started doing custom enclosures.
Right.
So because I work closely with the guy, one day I was like, hey, what if you just sold me the guts and don't put them in a box? And then I started working with, I started buying enclosures. And I rode my horse. Because who isn't a Monty Python nerd? Okay, so I started buying some enclosures and doing different things with it. So I get different colors. This one is glow in the dark, which my light switch is all the way over there. Otherwise, I'd show you. But this is unique artwork that I've come up with. This is a black one, but with that same artwork, so it doesn't glow.
Nice.
I like that all-seeing eye or alien or pyramid, different graphics. So here's one that I came up with. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my camera is. Here's another one. Those red circles on there are where I'm going to drill the holes.
Sure, Chad. I shall reach out.
And then here's another one.
Very cool.
And then I've got another one back there cooking right now. Got it. So I sell these on my website, but I can do custom stuff. If you wanted to do, if you don't like an alien head on there, let's figure it out. Let's figure something else that you would like. I can come up with some choices, and we can do a custom thing on a glow in the dark pedal. That's a dang King of Tone clone. You know, why not?
Nice.
I'm happy to do it. I have a lot of fun with this stuff, as you can see. I've just been. Oh, and then the Easter eggs. I'll even do some artwork, some etching on the part of the pedal that no one is ever going to see.
Right.
Because I can.
Most of mine just have overspray in there.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm taking advantage of, is the overspray that's on the inside of these things.
Cool.
So, yeah. So that's a lot of fun. So those are the things that I'm up to. Let's talk one more time, because I think we've had some people pop in since we talked about this last. But if y'all remember that, first of all, on my website,
No.
Elvis jumpsuit. On my website, if you go to the shop section, you scroll down to wireless systems, and there was one of those guitar wireless or microphone wireless systems that you're interested in.
Yeah.
If you're looking at one of those already, they're priced really low. But if you add one to your cart and you check out, and then you use the code Sunday Show, all one word, which is a coupon code that we're only doing on this show, and it's only going to be good until next Sunday, so it's good for 1 week. I'm going to take another 20% off.
You're right, Tom.
I can't grow a beard, Tom. What I can do is grow like It's like stubble, but it's not great. So the other thing that I'm doing, and to commemorate all that, if you are familiar, this is an awesome wireless system. We'll give one of these away in just a minute. I'm going to add a few other names here that I'm seeing.
Tom, you need 92. 96 for 12 stacks. Full stacks. We'll go with that. Can you put my King and Clone in discreet packaging so my wife doesn't see it? Thanks. This was an expensive stream. But it could have been more expensive, Brian, if you didn't use coupon codes. I'm just saying.
Could have been. All right. So here's what we'll do. Everyone who orders from the stream tonight, I will ship it out in a box that does not have my logo on the side of it. That's the best I can do.
There we go.
Or you know what I could do? I could put a sticker on there that says something like
not Guitar Gear.
Not. I'll have some special stickers made up that just says like 40 count kitchen trash bags.
Yeah. Bo's like, but I want the logo.
Oh, stickers? Did I hear someone talk about stickers?
Yes.
I love stickers.
Technology supplies. I like that, Chad.
I got really excited about stickers because I'm 7, and so some of the new-ish, I've had them for a little while now, but some of the new stickers I have. Here's one where these guys are about to murder each other in an alley over their guitars.
Okay,
that's exciting.
That's exciting. Yes.
Full color vinyl sticker with the Tesi Switch logo emblazoned right down there. And that I can tell neither of those guitars have a kill switch on them. Anyway, then we've got a holofoil alien DJ, I guess. I don't know. It's like cyborg. That's a human head. I don't care what anybody says, but that's a robot neck.
Yeah, that's kind of alien technology or something. I don't know.
But it's all. But this is such a cool sticker, and it's holofoil. And you know,
I have this one. Just
yeah, I have some of those too. Still floating around. And then I mean,
I've been liberated of most of mine. Oh, there's another. No, it's the same one. All right, I have multiples of that one. Shocking, but it looks like almost all my other ones are gone. What do we got back here? Oh, no, we have the OG.
There you go. Yeah, and those I order those by the thousands.
And I have a lot of Keeley ones. I wonder how that happened.
All right. So you want to do it, Ben?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Dun-dun-dun. Someone's getting free wireless unit. And I saw Donnie mentioned he ordered a wireless unit, which is awesome because he doesn't even play guitar. But I think he got the one for the handheld. Anyone that commented in the chat tonight has been entered. I'm already thinking I'm going to need a set of those myself. So there's that. Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Let's see what we got here.
Dan Sullivan. I took my watch off for this. I better win. All right. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Oh, yeah. And thanks for reminding me, Matt. Remind me, there is for channel members the Tesi Switch custom emoji in the chat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you look in the YouTube chat, you should see a bunch of Tesi emojis.
Hot dog, man. What an honor.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that. Thank you.
Only here, folks.
All right, let's see. Okay, so here's the thing, Ben. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm about to announce a winner.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have no idea who it is, folks.
Nor do I right now, because I haven't drawn it yet. But if you're here, you gotta pop in and say, yes, I'm here. I got it. I love it. I'm happy to have won this thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and pick a different person.
There we go.
So
don't go anywhere, Bo. He lost out on the guitar.
Yeah, I mean, well, listen, I got a lot of names on this list, and I've only got one wireless system, so that's going to be free.
Giveaway, yes, folks. Lots in stock for you to purchase with the coupon code.
All right, and the winner is Edward R. Nugent Jr.
What? Brother Ed! And I say what because Brother Ed won a guitar last week on a giveaway.
Really?
Yeah, Ed's on a roll.
Somebody's got to go get some of
Ed, are you here?
Luck rubbed off of. Yeah, he's got to be here. Look, I'm about to pick a different person. If
there's four's new in the chat tonight. Love the Master 8 picks, right?
Great. Yeah, we do. And when you order Master 8 picks, Ben, y'all get a Master 8 sticker. I love stickers. Master 8 doesn't make these. I do.
Right there. I still have some.
There you go.
Ed is here. People are saying Ed's here.
Well, I know he was here earlier. That's how he got his name into the drawing. There he is. Okay. Edward R. Nugent Jr., please send me an email at tessiswitch@gmail.com. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this awesome wireless system sent out to you. Thank you for participating. Thanks to everybody for being here and had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Brother Ed. That's awesome. Ed's just got into guitar recently in the last few months, and he's gone in real deep.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah. Great to see. Dan just put his watch back on. Thank you for that. That was a great line. I like that. You're very welcome, Ed.
That's awesome. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, now that the tension is off, let's talk about any other questions you guys may have.
You can do caps or lowercase, Nelson. I think Sunday show, all one word.
Yeah, it's not case sensitive, but it's all one word.
Yeah. I know one thing I need to do is part of the order. If you still have T-shirts, I need to get a T-shirt.
Yeah, I have some T-shirts. Yeah, I haven't reordered the T-shirts in a while.
Fellow may have outgrown all of his previous Tesi T-shirts.
I have the blue arcade button one still, and I have most sizes of the black, just the black with the Tesi Switch logo. Yeah,
that was the one I gave mine of many years to my niece last year as a birthday gift, and it was so soft, and because of years of wearing and she's like, "Oh, this is awesome!" I'm like, all right, there you go, Samantha. You're welcome. She's like, my sister. I'm waiting for my new T-shirt. All right. I'm just thinking if it's good for me to wear on the live streams, when I'm using the products. Just saying.
Hey, I think so.
Yeah.
Guitar light.
I know, Ed. I was just thinking. I know Charles has been conveniently quiet. I'm just saying.
Let's see. Ryan Hall. Wait. Now this chat's going faster than I because there's.
Do you have just regular non-titanium neck screws?
I don't. I wonder if I could. Wonder if I've got a guy. Let me see if I've got a guy.
Oh, there he is, Ed. There he is. He's on a roll, Charles. I think we need to take your brother Ed to Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, if he got a guitar last week and that wireless system this week, that's
right. What's next week? An amp? Like pedal board? I don't know. Very easy there, Tom. Ed's buying, right, Hip?
Oh, with all the scratchy saving on this guitar equipment.
Although it's, it could be Doug's wife is real. Karma's real because Ed's been off work because he had to get surgery on his hand.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know.
Neck mounting. Okay, so the question about regular non-titanium neck mounting screws.
Right.
I mean, they should be easy enough to find. I don't have them. I can get them. Probably be about $4 for a set. The problem with screws, and there's nothing special about them. There's wood screws, but the thing is, like every guitar company uses a different screw. So if you need Fender ones, I can get you ones that are Fender spec screws, and they're,
Yeah. So it's a good idea to give the make and model. It's like when you go down to the local Napa to get your new oil fill tray. You got to give them the make and the model, the deets, folks. Just saying. Or if you own an Ibanez, you just provide your VIN code. No.
That's right.
You got to admit it, Rob. Ibanezes don't have models. They just have VIN codes.
My favorite one is the one that I have that's like an RG2748S TGSP or something like. No, they're getting longer every year.
Yeah. I get it because some of the other companies, Gretsch's getting into that too, where it's like it'll have an FM, so for flame maple, or the T for trem, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Gibson model codes. The Gibson model codes are undecipherable.
Yeah.
At least to me. Somebody knows. Somebody knows how to do it. It's not me.
See you, Steve. Dinner time for Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Awesome. Well, we'll go a few more minutes here, folks. Get your last moment questions on in here and do our best to answer what
you know what I did want to mention because asking about the titanium Floyd Rose,
right.
I'll just tell you. So I use one on one of my guitars. I like it. There are some things that are weird about it. For example, the fine tuner screws are too long. They're longer than like the Floyd Rose screws. So what that means is that while you still have the full range of fine tuning, that when you have turned it to where it won't go down anymore, there's still a little bit of height left there. So you think it's not going down all the way.
Right. Okay.
And I can tell you that it was maddening to me until one day when I had one completely torn apart. And I was like, what is the problem? I mean, I was trying so many different things I was trying to put like lubrication on the threads so that to make it. Sure. And then I was like, oh wait, this is all the way down. And then I was looking at the saddle itself to see, and I actually even sent a note to the guys making it. And I said, you're not making these saddles right. And then afterwards, I was pretty embarrassed because I realized these screws are too long. They're just too long. So that's one weird thing about it. You kind of have to be aware that as you're moving a titanium part against another titanium part, there's the friction feels different than it does if you've got two steel parts or aluminum parts or whatever. So,
Joe, yeah, our friend Adam over at FU-Tone built his career on big brass blocks, and
yeah, and they're great. And I've got
steel blocks, and I was gonna you had blocks at one time. Do you still have blocks?
I found a supplier that had a couple, and I might have one or two, but it was like I wasn't getting a very good price on them, and really like what Adam does,
right.
He's got that thing locked in, and I'm not mad about it. I think I have an FU-Tone guitar.
There's a big brass block in my Kramer with noiseless springs.
Yeah. And actually, hang on one second.
All the accoutrements. We got titanium saddle inserts in here, folks, and yeah. There you go. That's a pretty big brass block in there too.
Yeah, so here's my FU-Tone guitar.
Nice.
And I actually took the titanium Floyd plate,
right,
and put it on this, and then I used, these are Adam's gold saddles, but then I kept his brass block on there.
Right. Yep. Same setup with the red noise, two red noiseless springs with the trim stop. Yep.
That's right. Hear that? Of course you don't. They're noiseless. But this is a cool guitar. I did a lot of fun stuff with this. I put hip shot locking tuning machines on there.
Right.
With the LSR style, just little barrel tuning machines.
Oh yeah.
But one of the things that was cool about this is when I ordered it, after I bought it, I sent an email to Adam and I was like, hey man, is there any way I can get gold hardware? And he said, I have a gold bridge. I don't have any other gold parts. So he sent me the guitar with the gold bridge, and then obviously I've got all these other gold parts for it, but because there was an issue with because he didn't have a gold nut on there, but I did have gold blocks for the nut.
Right.
So this was always going to be like half and half on the nut. So I was like, I'm just gonna do everything like that. So the tuning pegs, there's like the steel washer, and then the gold hardware, and then on my pickup selector, I put in a metal tipped pickup selector in here, and I put a chrome cap on a gold pickup selector switch.
Nice.
My kill switch is the same way. It's gold with the chrome in the center, and then it just kind of completed it when I changed the main Floyd plate to the titanium one.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. This is a cool guitar. This is such a cool guitar, and it screams.
They do.
It screams, and it was set up well.
I played the original one at the 2019 NAMM show. I remember. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, there's just something, great flame on this guitar. I don't know who's having build them, but they're, whoever. But this guitar is heavy. Ben, this is the heaviest guitar I own.
Oh, really?
Yes. At 13-something pounds.
Holy crap. That's a very heavy guitar.
This is a very heavy guitar.
My back.
So I don't know if it's just like there was this one guitar that I'm not sure if these are all supposed to be so heavy, because their product description says something like lightweight. I don't know, but this is not lightweight. I mean, this has got to be swamp ash on the back, maple veneer on the top. But this thing's
Hey, Tom Lind.
This thing's seen some stuff on the road, but yeah, you know what? Though I don't care. I play it. I've got kind of thicker leather straps that I use, and you just kind of don't even notice.
Exactly. I know that feeling.
Who was it that was asking about my music?
I don't remember, but there was a question earlier about it. Yes.
So
I think it was Eddie Fay, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that sounds like it could have been. I play guitar and keyboards in a Kid Rock tribute band. So that's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. Since I moved to Tennessee, and we just go all over the place. You can find some stuff on YouTube's for Kid Kentucky is the name of the band, because our singer, who looks just like Kid Rock, he lives in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Plus, it just kind of flows off the.
It does.
Flows off the lips. So yeah, so Kid Kentucky, and I mean, we just go out and play Kid Rock songs all night long.
Nice.
Love them or hate them. It's a good gig. So there you go. All right. So Edward
email sent.
Sent me an email. I just want to confirm that I did get it. Let's see. There it is right there. There you go. Connecticut. Okay. Edward R. Nugent Jr., I'm going to go ahead and get that shipped out tomorrow. I will make sure that you get an email notification on the shipping. Thank you so much for being part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There, just put a link to your band in the chat there, the YouTube page. I just feel like holding a guitar today. There we go.
Yep. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Well, this has definitely been a fun hang, expensive hang for me. Great.
Well, hey, I'll do what I can to help ease that pain for you, brother.
Right. No, you do always.
You know I got your back.
Yeah. That's not right. Anyways, that's the chord I just invented. I'm going to call it dissonant disappointment.
A dissonant appointment?
Yeah, dissonant disappointment. Matt's already putting that on a T-shirt. Perfect. Just a reminder, I will be back tomorrow night with Canucks with Guitars, where I'll be playing some guitars. We'll have some bad album covers showing off as usual, which is always fun, as well as live Q&A. What else we got? I got a couple demos coming out, a Gretsch and an Ibanez this week. I might even go out and shoot some more demos this week. I'd like to have some in the bank in case of snow and I don't get out to shoot on a particular week. BC just ordered a wireless unit. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Save 20% on a wireless unit. Good for the next week. I'm looking at you folks watching on replay. You made it this far.
Yeah, that's right. So the Sunday show coupon is good till next Sunday. Up to and through next Sunday.
Yeah, that's not in tune. All right. No, self-tuned guitar. Perfect. Ben has the Qs. I tried, Tom. I actually have the A's. You have the Qs. I have the A's. Helps being Canadian. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. I went for the joke. It did not land. So, on that note, we should probably wrap things up. Rob's still Rob. I'm still me. My sister's still her, which I'm getting together her at some point this week. And then, like I say, we'll be back. We have the demos. There's probably going to be a restring / setup video this week because I got a few guitars due to go on the bench. Because I found a little fret spread on a couple guitars. So I guess it'll be one of those videos because it is the time of year fret sprout. Yay. Hold the line, Rob, as always. We'll talk off air. And
yeah.
Thanks everybody that tuned in tonight. We had a great crowd, Appreciate the support. Extra thanks to anybody that contributed tonight. Helps keeps the lights on, and me probably buying more pedals. But you get to hear the pedals, so
Win, win, win.
it's all win. You know, it's like we're buying it together, but we just keep it at my house.
Everybody
You can come over
wins.
and try it anytime. You're all welcome. That's right. Hips is always great to hear from Rob, and Terry likes it as well. And
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and thank you everybody in the chat. And so, like, the outpouring of support whenever I come onto your show, Ben, is it's amazing. And,
will do, Chad.
And I love it, and I love you guys.
Yeah. Well, and it just hit me the other day because every time I normally do, it's like you're busy, you're playing, you know, and that is a bit of a seasonal thing. And I'm like, hey, and you're like, yeah, perfect. So there you go. Sound System 504. What's up, my friend? Ordered Dunlop pedal for QC. Thanks, Rob. There we go.
Yes, thank you.
I'm the king of pedals, according to Ed. Oh, I don't know about that, but you know, I'm in the running, I guess. I don't know. I know a lot about them. It's a lot.
I'm the nerd of pedals. I have the T-shirt to prove it.
I see that. I need one of those shirts too. Is that one of your shirts, or is that the shirt you came across?
Oh, this actually is a Keeley shirt.
Damn it!
What you can't see is the world's tiniest Keeley logo right there.
Oh, all right. See, he's done it again. He's done it again, Mr.
I mean, he doesn't own the word pedal or nerd. I suppose anybody could do that. Just don't put his logo on there.
This is true. Thanks, everyone tuned in. Hold those doors open. Let Metcalf in ahead in traffic. You should, because he doesn't have a driver's license. So he's probably on the land. Yeah. Be good to each other. Happy tone chasing. And, of course, don't litter.